Hey, what up YouTubers, this is AlteredTech. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Now to my left is a Galaxy S9, to my right is the OnePlus 6T, and I'm recording this on my iPhone 8 Plus at 4K at 30 frames per second. So let me know how it sounds and how it actually looks. So I'll try to upload this directly from my iPhone. I won't be using Final Cut Pro. I won't be, doing any editing. I'm just gonna, shoot this video out and just relax for the rest of my Saturday. Now for the Galaxy S9. Now I am taking a photo. I'm taking photos of a fast-moving subject. The subject is the goldfish, or a fantail goldfish if you want to be exact. It's called a fantail goldfish because the tail is actually shaped like a fan. So these are my thoughts. So the rules are I'll be using the stock app on both devices, and I will be using Pro Mode on both devices. Now I will set the shutter speed to 1/250 on both devices. You want to have a fast shutter speed when you're shooting moving subjects, so you don't get that blurred effect. So let's go ahead, and the main goal of this experiment is to see which device actually captures more detail on the goldfish. Now I have to say it was very much easier for me to take a photo of the goldfish on the S9 than on the OnePlus 6T because number one, of the autofocus. When a subject is in focus on the S9, you're going to see a bunch of little squares like what you see on the Nikon or maybe Canon DSLRs. So when this fish is in focus, you're going to see the squares directly over the fish. But for the OnePlus 6T, you're going to have to pretty much eyeball it with yourself and judge whether the fish is in focus. So there's been a couple times where the background was in focus and the fish wasn't in focus, and it was a bit frustrating because in the viewfinder it doesn't really tell you what's in focus. So what else should we talk about? Now you're going to see a lot more detail on the Galaxy S9. The OnePlus 6T, I thought, I didn't see much details on the scales. You could see the scales, but on the Galaxy S9 you can actually see like the little wrinkles and stuff on the scales. There's a lot more detail on the Galaxy S9, and I do have to add that the background blur on the Galaxy S9, it's a lot more prominent than on the OnePlus 6T. For the OnePlus 6T, I didn't really, I guess because this has a bigger aperture, has a 1.5 aperture, and this has a 1.7 aperture. I'm not sure if that was the case, but you'll take a picture of the fish and the background wouldn't be as blurred off as on the Galaxy S9. Now as for the app, the OnePlus 6T app, it kept crashing, and MKBHD actually talked about this himself. The app is actually prone to crashes. Now it actually crashed about 8 times while I was actually doing this photo shoot. It was kind of irritating, and I do have to say that there was this one time when I actually tried closing the app and restarting it. It wouldn't restart. The screen would just be blank, and I would have actually had to go ahead as far as to restart my OnePlus 6T. Now some of you guys and girls out there are going to recommend me using the Gcam app, and the thing about the Gcam app, now this experiment was to take a photo of a fast moving subject, and for the Gcam, it actually shines with its HDR feature, and HDR actually works by taking multiple shots and stitching them together. So when you're taking multiple shots of a moving subject, your picture isn't going to come out too good. I found that the picture was just a little bit too oversaturated and the detail was just not there. And on top of that, Gcam does not have a Pro Mode, so you're actually losing out on there as well. So the best photos actually came from the stock app using Pro Mode on the OnePlus 6T. Like I said, for fast moving subjects, there might be other cases where their Gcam actually takes better shots, but in this case, you're going to want to use the stock camera app. So as for the Galaxy S9, I'll probably give the win to Galaxy S9. It's easier to use, there's more detail, more background blur. So this camera is good and this camera is excellent. So I hope you guys found this video useful. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. This is AlteredTech signing out. Peace.